Hey all! Today I just wanted to tell you this very exciting news that I got in the mail. And this is called a juniper bonsai. It's so beautiful, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with it. And they smell absolutely amazing. If you see the foliage, it's probably very familiar to you because they also have regular juniper plants that you can see. Maybe if you guys were ever to go out hiking, you'll probably see it on the side of the trail. But these are specifically made for bonsai trimming and kind of like an artwork design and cuttings. And this will show off your garden. Definitely it's an outdoor plant, and I'll tell you guys more about it in a minute. And I also got a box of really beautiful different variations of succulents, and I got it from a supplier, and doesn't tell me what type of succulents I was gonna get, but definitely they're different from each other and unique. So I have to plant these right away because they're starting to feel very wilted. And see, one fell right off my hand. It wanted to just break off really fast. So I have to get these into water as soon as possible. So pretty much all of these I would have to put in outside right away into the ground, only because also juniper bonsais has to be outside immediately and can't really stay indoors, or they wilt pretty fast. So hopefully I can get these babies in there as soon as possible, because they've been in packaging for so long through the shipping. So definitely can feel that just by touching them. And so I'll see you outside, and I'll continue this video. So right now, guys, we're at the backyard, and I've placed the the juniper bonsais right in front of me to give me some idea as to where to place these bonsai plants. I was thinking, if you come look over here, and this is how so far it's coming along. Remember the rocks that I put in there? I added a few more rocks in the background to give it a little bit more border behind the bridge there. And it took me a while to think about where to put the bonsai plants, and I figured that my bridge needs a little bit more accentuating right around the bottom area of it. And so I'm planning to put the bonsai plants right there, right in the crevices of the bridge, to give it some visual bordering, and as people cross the bridge, then they have something to look at. And it also gives it some natural effects of the adding on to the nature of my garden. So so the task I have right now is to figure out which bonsai plant to put into those locations. So so far, if you notice that these bonsai plants have a pointed area of the tree, and so technically, like my jasmine plant right here, I chose to plant it in this direction because naturally the plant stems were pointing to the on this video it's to my right, and so naturally water and plants seem to attract each other. So I pointed the direction of the plant this way, so it gives it a natural look that the water is attracting the plant. Well, it's a pretend water, that river that goes through, but to give it a more realistic feel to it, I made the plant kind of point into the riverbed. So I really have to plant these junipers right away. But I'm thinking, since they have a pointy area to them, is to choose the pointy part to drop into the water, sort of. And then at a later time, I'm probably gonna have put on some gloves because they're really prickly. And eventually I will end up trimming them into a bonsai and shape them into the way I think would look really nice. So these bonsai trees have some care tips that come with it, and that is not to overwater them. And also, if you overwater them, they get log rot, and so they just die. So it's really, it's been raining a lot lately. We'll see how that goes because it's really warm in my area. So it should warm up pretty soon. And so I'm really excited to put them in the ground. So that's what I'm going to do. I couldn't wait till my husband digs it up, so I'll go ahead and just jump ahead of him and just try to get these in the ground. And plus, you know, you can't keep these junipers in the house. They will die. So please keep watching as I continue to give you guys more information about how to take care of them, as I am also learning the process of taking care of them. So please stay tuned. So here's kind of the end product of the bonsai plant that I put in there, the juniper bonsai. And so what I did is I kind of put them near the border to accentuate it even more. So here's how my garden is coming along, and then I actually put the succulents up on the top there. That was very difficult to put them up there, only because they didn't have, some of them are just kind of falling to their sides, but when I was putting them in, it was very hard because some of them were so beautiful, and then I had to dig them a little bit deeper and bury them in. I figured they're gonna flower more, so that'll give it a chance to blossom. But they were so beautiful, and the variety was spectacular. I wish I could show them to you. Let me go ahead and walk over there. And you know, the camera shows the succulents in here, and they look pretty tortured in there, but I did my best to bury them underground. And this is my first time I've actually dirtied my nails into the ground. So I guess I'm officially a gardener today because of that. And so anyway, these flowers are just so beautiful, and succulents I should say, but this camera doesn't do any justice to portray the actual color of these succulents. But I'm sure when it starts to grow, I'll video it again, take a video clip of it. And here is the rocks that I put on here. Like I even threw in some pine cones in there just to make it look a little realistic. And it's starting to come together. And this plant over here is it's a lime plant, very well known in Philippines for a fruit called calamansi. It's so yummy on any dishes, I would say, especially barbecue kind. So I have that growing in there. And I also have a Norfolk pine right here, so it's gonna grow right next to the bridge. I do believe in dead space in the garden. Sorry, I'm twisting around, but there's a big dead space right there. I think it's very important to have that, where you don't put anything on it just like where the mulch is at. I need to clear up the plastic. Actually, that's a layer of, I think it's vinyl, but it was originally put there because I planned to put rocks on the hills, but I guess that project kind of got pushed out because I still have a few more weeds to take out. And oh my goodness, I think there's some fruits right in here. It actually grew some fruits on the calamansi plant. Oh, that's really nice. So I didn't know it was bearing fruit like that many. I think it came with a couple nubs when I first got it. I thought they fell off, but they're actually fruiting very nicely in there. I might have to put some fertilizer. And so I'll show you the fertilizer that I use, and I haven't fertilized in a while, but I'll show you what it looks like, only because I just heard it from one of the videos, one of the gardeners, and I use it once in a while if I can find it. I had it right here, but since I can't find it, it looks like a big gallon. It looks like a big gallon of milk, but it's actually fish emulsion. And what I do is, I don't know why I'm pointing the camera this way, but it's fish emulsion. I have this other fertilizer which I bought from Home Depot. I don't think it's very good. It actually burned some of my plants. So, but the fish emulsion really helped with my banana plants. And so I have been planting some banana plants in my backyard, and this one is, they're actually rotted right now because of the weather. I wasn't sure how to protect them from the weather, but pretty soon the weather's gonna change and they're still looking alive, so I believe they'd grow. And those are the Granian, and they grow about, I would say 50 banana fruits, but I don't know about in our zone. So it's definitely a trial and error right now to see if they'd grow. And those are the two plants right there, the small plants. And so yeah, so far you've seen my fruit trees, and then I have a little pomegranate. It looks like it's dead, but it's really not, because if you pinch it, you'll see the green inside. It's just dormant right now because of the weather. A lot of my plants are looking like they're dying. I probably should cut off some of the molded leaves, but I think it just adds more protection if I leave it there. But I do listen to other YouTube stations where they're telling, channels where they're saying to cut off the molded part. So far it hasn't caused any rot into my plants. And this one is a banana plant as well, but this is more of an ornamental plant. It's pretty cool. I forgot the name of it, but I'll get back to that. And I do have a lot of palms in the back, and I have different varieties of palms. I have I think they're mainly majesty pine pine trees, but palm trees, I'm sorry, and I forget the other ones. Or like, I also have a queen palm tree and majesty palm trees. I try to create a variety of them, just to add a little bit of twist to it. But I do have my succulent area, which is right here, and it's been growing really pretty. I planted this a while back, and it just kind of grew its own. Kind of looks like Medusa. Has a lot of succulents growing out of this pot. I'm not sure if I'll repot this. I actually love the fact that it looks like that. And there's also this thing called they're called, what do you call these, pearls, and they're pearl vines, and they just kind of hang like grapes in there, but they're not edible, but they are ornamental. And they're called heart of pearls, and they're so beautiful, aren't they? So beautiful. I think I'm gonna add that throughout my garden, and I'll probably add some more of that to give it a little bit more detail. And this one is my other palm tree, which is I think it's a queen or king palm. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was so cute. I thought, since they have 3 stems, and then I had one of this flowering plant to go around it. I purposely wired it into there so it'll climb eventually as the palm grows. And I'll tell you the plant name once I remember what it is. And I use items like this to kind of this used to be like a barbecue oven thing, and I tried it out. I didn't like it, but I really didn't want to throw away the case for the barbecue grill. It's a tiny barbecue grill. I could barely make anything out of it, guys. I thought it was junk in if you use it as a barbecue grill, but it's definitely a very, very cute pottery. So I use it as a pot plant, and then I try to put some air plants. I think they've died. Yeah, they died. I just try to put them in the hole, see if they'll live. So for now, that is my update. And I do need to do a lot of cleaning up in my yard, but otherwise, this is a little bit more glimpse of my garden. Thank you for joining me.